130. Hi guys, today we're going to draw this Valentine's Day Princess Ballerina, and it's so cute. And we're going to start with a U shape, chubby U. I'm gonna do 2 dots to kind of remind myself how big her face is going to be, and then actually gonna just unite those dots in a U shape, and that's her face. Now I am going to draw her mouth, and her mouth is going to be a straight line. Then I'm gonna do a chubby U, and then I'm just gonna do a curvy line facing down, and look at that smile. A little dot above, and that's gonna be the nose. Ready? If you're not sure how big you want her mouth to be, you can always do 2 dots kind of where you wanted it to be, and I'm just gonna go for it. Actually, you can also do a little curvy line and then the U, and that's a lot of a bigger smile. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Oopsies, this is a wrong marker. Yeah, and then we're just gonna do chubby U and our curvy line facing down. Yay! Not too bad. Oh, and a little dot above for a nose. Remember, if you don't like something, you can always try again or simply correct that during coloring. I often color things on top of lines I don't like, just because. So her eyes are actually really easy. The eyes are just a chubby U. Oopsies. So her eyes are sort of like a U, very wide, but a little pointy on the inside. And then just a curvy line on top with a little wing. And we just do a circle, pretending we were doing a full circle here. Then an actual circle in the center. Some eyelashes. Eyelid. You can do as many eyelashes as you want. Just curvy lines all the way. And that's the eye we're going to do. Ready? So I am going to do 2 dots to tell myself how big I want the eye to be, and you can do the same. So I'm gonna start with my curvy line in the bottom. Now I'm gonna unite this line to this with the curvy line that ends on a wing. Then I'm gonna do the eyelid. Let's do that, people. All right, now we're gonna do the circle. Now the actual circle. I will probably change something of her eye in coloring because I just made a mistake here. I don't have my favorite marker, so we're just gonna make do. And I'm just gonna kind of color this for now, just to give you an idea what I'm doing. Now we need some eyelashes. Now the bottom. Not too bad, right? Maybe one more. Now the right eye. Remember, she's kind of winking at us. Yes. So, since she's winking at us, we are going to do a winking eye, which is basically a curvy line with a kick, and then just some eyelashes. You can give it another line here for the eyelid, and look at that. Hello! Pretty easy, right? That's what I thought. Let me see if I have another marker. Okay, So now we're gonna do the same thing in the little drawing. Are you ready? Here we go. And which marker? I was using this. All right. So here we go, our winking eye, and remember, oopsies, I made a mistake, that's not what I meant to do. You can always fix mistakes you don't like in coloring. Now some eyelashes, and there we go. Easy peasy. I think I'm gonna use a bigger marker for her hair. Remember, if you in the end you decide, oh, I want to do bigger lines, you can just go for it and retrace the lines you already did with another marker. Right. So we're gonna start with the front of the hair right here, the one that is covering her eyes. And I usually like to just do something like this, but for this particular style, we are just going to close the lines a little bit more. So that's all I'm doing. And then I'm just gonna trace some lines in the center. And that's gonna be her fringe. So ready? Again, I'm gonna do a little dot here and a little dot here so I know how big I want the portion of her hair to be. So here we go. Oh, this is the wrong marker. Of course it is. Maybe one here. Sort of like that. And I'm just gonna retrace it. I don't really like these markers because they bleed on the paper and I kind of misplaced my markers that I use regularly for this. So until they're found, we're stuck with this. And here I'm just going to do some kind of wavy hair, just kind of falling on her hair, softer like that. And you can always do it sort of random. Like you can always do something like this. That's always a nice accent. Now I'm going to do the top of her hair, and it's just gonna be a curvy line from here to here. And what that's going to look like, let me tell you, it's just a curvy line sideways. Oopsies. See, that's why I don't like this marker, because I put the tape so it doesn't slip my finger, but it keeps happening. So just like curvy, chubby line on the side. So here we go. From this dot to this, I am just gonna go for it. And I'm just gonna repeat that motion. Now I'm gonna do it on the other side, and I'm making a little dot here and a little bit on the top. I like the noises that this marker is making. This line suck. I don't know, just making noises. Now the top of her hair has a bun. Yes, there's a bun on the top of her head, and this is how big I want it to be. I don't want it to go all the way up here where you cannot see what I'm doing. So this big. So I'm just gonna do a curvy line again, but go all the way to the other side. So it's like an inverted U. There we go. Then some lines, just kind of indicating the hair. I hate you, marker. Yeah, I don't like this marker at all, but that's okay. And maybe I'm just gonna do this. And now for the flowers she has on top of her hair. Do not worry, it's quite easy. Well, first we start with a little spiral. Then we do a line down, line up, line to the center, and that's a petal. Then we start with a line, kind of curvy, then to the other side. You can just improvise. And another curvy line. And then we do another curvy line. A little bit of a square, kind of like this. More straight and less curvy. Then I'm just going to do some pointy V's, like this. But a little bit more chubby, I'm sorry, not curvy, but well, curvy V's. Yeah, like this. And then I'm going to do one on the other side. And that's our flower. So I'm going to do the same spiral. Then curvy line, petal, another petal. Just play with it. Have fun with it. That's the most important thing. Then the other petal. Then the leaf. Guess I forgot to do it on the other side, but that's okay. Let's just do it here. Not too bad, right? Let's try this marker. I think this one is better. Wow. And remember, you can always retrace it if you don't like it. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, look at us. We're working so fast today. Let me just redo the circle. Sort of. Now, for her neck, we're going to do a J. This is a J. Sort of imagine that this is a J and this will be the top where the head goes. So we're gonna skip the top line and just gonna go like this. And I'm gonna make a dot. I know that from the little dot I'm doing to all the way to the top. Right here where I do the other dot is how big I want that J to be. Ready? Geronimo! We did it. Now the other side. Dot and dot. And let's go for our J. Look, we have a neck, everybody. So easy. Her arm is just going to be a straight line, but not too straight like a robot line like this. It's going to be a little bit like more flexible because it's just like that. So I'm going to make a line. I'm going to make a point right here. And that's how big her arm is going to be extended to. So I'm going to just go for it. There we go. And I'm going to do the other arm on the other side. And there we go. Because she's sort of like about to spin or spinning, already ready to dance. So now we're going to do a line to the center, line out, another inside, and we're going to go all the way in. Oopsies. To this point. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Line in, line out, and line in. Oopsies. There we go. Now, her arms. The top of her dress is sort of going to be like straight line, and then a bird shape. That's a bird. And there we go. Let's try it. And again, I'm doing dots to tell myself how big I want my line to the left to be. And I'm just going to trace it. And now the one from the right. And the center, I made a dot in the center to tell myself, don't go all the way here. Doing the center of the dress. So I know where to go. Oopsies. There we go. Not too bad, right? Now we're going to do the belt. And again, I'm just going to do the same type of flower right there. And it's basically just a spiral, petal, one more petal, and another one. And there we go. We have a rose. Not too bad, right? So I'm going to do the same facing out, spiral facing facing the other side, so the flower is like looking to the upside. And there we go. One more right here. And petal, petal, after the spiral, and petal. And the last one, I'm gonna make the spiral up. Then big petal on the left, one on top, on the bottom, and to the right. We did it, people. How cute is that? Now the dress, the bottom part of the dress or skirt or tutu, however you want to call it, I should know because I was a ballerina once upon the time. We are going to just do sort of petals, which is just line down, little curvy line, and then up, and we have a petal. So I am going to make myself a dot on the left and a dot a little bit to the center, and this is how big I'd want my first petal as petal of whatever part of the skirt to be. I'm just gonna do a line to the side, then curvy line down, a little wiggly line. Wiggly line, I mean like, what I mean by that is like this. Because I always imagine that you have a sort of animal and that's why I call it wiggly line, because they're kind of always like curvy, wiggling. I guess those are dogs who wiggle the tails, but anyways. And then another kind of wavy line or wiggly line going to the center. And I'm gonna repeat the motion, another petal going to the center, and another one going up. This I'm gonna make it a little bit more like sticking outside. And there we go. One more. Almost done, everybody. Now the legs. I'm gonna make a first dot, a second dot, and that's how wide I want the leg to be. One in the bottom, and that's how long the leg has to be. You can choose your own legs. You could do it this tiny, itsy bitsy. That will be actually pretty cute. Or you can do it super, super long all the way where I don't see anymore, but you will see it on your end. So I am just going to go for it and do my line. And then I'm going to do a straight line to the center, line up, and a curvy line up sideways. Then I'm going to unite the heel of her shoe to my dot right here. Ready? There we go. Then we just do a curvy line like this and we have a shoe. Alright, now we're going to do the same for the other side. Straight line up. And look at that, everybody. We did it. How cute is that? We have our ballerina. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye!